you and welcome to National Focus. I am Julian Morris. In the headlines, Aid Bank to disburse $27 million for MSME development. The Ministry of Agriculture commences new initiative to support sustainable agriculture in schools, and seasonal flu reaches peak activity following Carnival. The details of the headline stories and more when we return. Welcome back. Acting Manager of the Agricultural, Industrial and Development Bank, Ms. Matilda John Rose, says the bank has had a line of credit in the region of 27.7 million EC dollars, which caters to micro, small and medium-sized enterprises or MSMEs. The funds are disbursed through loans to small business ventures in the areas of agriculture, industry, tourism and services.
So these are the portfolios, so persons who are farmers or desirous of going into farming, they are welcome to come on board. Persons who have service industry, any service that they provide, whether it's a service, indirect service, or whether it's a direct service, then they are welcome to come on board. And persons who are into tourism, any tourism-related activity, manufacturing, any manufacturing related activity. So the point is anything to do with the productive sectors. You know, Aid Bank is about economic development. So anything to do with the services related to the productive sectors, then they are welcome to come on board.
So far, out of the $27.7 million line of credit, the Aid Bank has to date disbursed in the region of $16.8 million. The acting manager says this means there are still funds available, and she's encouraging people to come on board and to participate in developing the economy.
The interest rate is at 3.5%. You get a moratorium on principal and interest of 6 months, a maximum of 6 months. So during that time, you do not pay interest and you do not pay principal. So that period is a period during which where you develop your business, you build cash flow. So that's the intention of the grace period on both principal and interest. At the end of that period, it is hoped that you would be, or your business will be at a stage where it can repay the facility. The facility is given up to a maximum of 10 years. So you get a 3.5% loan, a maximum grace period of 6 months, interest and principal, and a repayment term of 10 years. The 10 years is exclusive of the grace period. So in fact, it's a 10-year plus 6 months repayment repayment term.
She says security is somewhat relaxed.
So it's not the conventional, so to speak, normal security. So if you have a facility, a loan facility is up to $15,000, the security is really a secure payment arrangement. By that I mean that if you have, we take a standing order on your current account, that means we encourage small business people to, as much as possible, open a facility at a financial institution where your inflows and outflows are channeled through that facility. By so doing, you build your credit and you're able to monitor your financial performance.
From $15,000 to $100,000, the security requirements would be either one guarantor or a bill of sale in the event one is purchasing equipment. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, in collaboration with the Division of Agriculture, has donated white potato seeds to the Christian Union Primary School in support of sustainable agriculture in schools across Dominica. Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, with specific responsibility for development of community agro-enterprises, Honorable Lakia Joseph, says the school potato project will contribute meaningfully to national food security as it fosters a positive attitude towards agriculture in children.
The Ministry of Agriculture is immensely proud to be here today for the official handing over ceremony of the school potato project. This initiative is not just about planting potatoes. It's really about planting seeds of change in the hearts and minds of our young learners. Our goals are ambitious yet attainable. We aim to instill a love for agriculture in our students, teach them the importance of sustainable farming practices, and demonstrate how agriculture can be a viable and rewarding career path.
Honorable Joseph spoke of the outcomes that will manifest from the School Potato Project.
The School Potato Project is designed to provide hands-on learning experiences that complement the theoretical knowledge gained in the classroom. By participating in this project, students will learn about the entire agricultural value chain, from seed selection and soil preparation to planting, caring for, and harvesting crops. This comprehensive approach ensures that our students not only understand the hard work and dedication required to grow food, but also appreciate the importance of agriculture in our daily lives. Moreover, this project is expected to yield significant outcomes that extend beyond the school premises. By involving students in agriculture, we are cultivating future generations of farmers, agronomists, and agricultural entrepreneurs. This initiative also aims to improve food security within our community, as the produce grown by the students will contribute to the school's meal program, and surplus yields can be shared with the community or even sold to generate funds for the school.
Principal of the Christian Union Primary School, Mrs. Brenda George, expressed gratitude of the school as a beneficiary of the project. She says the initiative supports the self-sufficiency of the school's feeding program and the holistic development of the students.
The involvement of the school in agriculture assists us to develop our school garden, and it further supports the school feeding program at this institution. With the potato planting, the students have already begun to really be part and parcel of what is happening. And it's not just the potato. We've been a school who's very interested in agriculture, and we have been doing agriculture for some years now, where the students are very much part and parcel of planting, of doing everything in the soil. From weeding the soil to digging, to planting, to watering, to cultivating what they have planted when the time comes around, and eating it in the kitchen when their meals are prepared. So we are very, very happy that we are in this initiative alongside with the Ministry of Agriculture in allowing our students to be part and parcel of the potato program.
Meanwhile, Technical Officer Extension Services, Mr. Kian Stevenson, says youth involvement in agriculture should be reflected at every level to cultivate leaders in the sector.
We will want to foster this relationship and not to say that we have a school program within the Ministry of Agriculture, but all our programs and policies should involve and include the youth and the schools, so that the students and the young persons can be exposed to not just the farming, but the agricultural sector and all that it involves, so that we could get some leaders within the agricultural sector in the near future.
Mr. Stevenson encouraged schools and the youth to take advantage of the opportunities available in agriculture, particularly with the formation of school gardens.
We're planting potatoes in all the schools. If there are schools that have not yet received potatoes, please reach out to the Ministry of Agriculture. We'll come to you. We'll come to your school gardens. If you don't have a school garden, we'll bring you some bags, because we can plant potatoes in bags. We can go on YouTube. I know we like our digital and our media these days, so we can go on YouTube. We can download and see how to plant white potatoes in bags. We can provide you with the bags, we can provide you with the potatoes, and we can grow potatoes in bags. We can grow potatoes in our gardens. So I'm reaching out to the media, to those here today, and also to the media out there. Anyone, the students, the young persons, young clubs wanting to plant potatoes, let's plant potatoes in our school gardens, in our bags, and let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow, reduce our import bill, and expose our young persons to the agricultural sector.
The school's potato program embodies the government of Dominica's commitment to education, agriculture, and a sustainable development. Following multiple mass gatherings from the popular Carnival season in Dominica, Individuals are encouraged to be cautious as the seasonal flu reaches its peak activity. Health Promotion Coordinator of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Mrs. Mignon Rule Shillingford, has advised those ill from the virus to refrain from going into public to protect children and those most vulnerable to the virus.
Around this time, as I said, flu season, we had a lot of mass gatherings, and that is one of the main ways that this flu can be spread. We want to advise persons to stay home if you have the flu, so we can curtail or cut down on the number of persons getting infected with the flu. We know we have persons who are more at risk, and also persons who are more at risk for complications, meaning getting that flu very bad and things developing in things like pneumonia, or persons who may have had an asthma, getting an asthmatic attack, so we want persons to be mindful of that. So if you have the flu, one of the first things we want you to stay home, and we want you to, treat the different symptoms. So if you have fever, you can take some paracetamol. We want you to drink a lot of fluids. We do not want you to stop eating because you have to rejuvenate yourself. You want your vitamin C. We want you to take a little sunlight. And we want you to rest because that is very important.
The seasonal flu, referred to as nasty business or wanted by the local population, has swept across the island after the festivities. Mrs. Shillingford highlighted the symptoms manifested in individuals affected by the seasonal flu.
How is this flu exhibited, or what are the signs and the symptoms that people may have? So we are seeing, of course, the normal fever. So they might have fever, they might have cough. You might hear people complain of sore throat, feeling sick, and what is have been very prominent this time around in terms of persons and the flu is that people say they feel mashed up. All their body hurting them. You swear that they had chikungunya again. And I know if we remember chikungunya, we had a lot of pain, muscle and joint pain. So persons are saying they're having a lot of pain. Some persons are complaining of diarrhea, and even vomiting. And this is gastrointestinal disturbances.
She provided a brief summary of the flu and how it is transmitted from one individual to another.
But of course, we can just maybe recap, as to what exactly is a flu. Of course, it's a virus. It is infectious. It's something that can be passed on from one person to another. It is a respiratory illness, so that means the main way of transmission is through respiratory droplets. So if somebody is infected with the flu and they cough and they sneeze, or they touch any secretions from their nose or their mouth, and then they touch surfaces, or if they sneeze, it drops on surfaces. An unsuspecting person touches the surfaces, or they handle the same thing, or they're in close proximity, then of course you can get the flu. Some flus are a lot more contagious than others. And right away, I just want to say in terms of the flu, that's why we like to monitor. We want persons to come in who have the flu, report themselves into the health centers, so then we can maybe take some, samples so we can identify what type or what strain of flu is circulating.
Mrs. Rule Shillingford emphasized the importance of preventative measures such as practicing good hygiene and boosting one's immune system to curb the spread of the flu and reducing the likelihood of falling ill.
But most of all, as I say, we do not want you to get the flu at all. So things like continuously hand washing, not so much hugging and kissing, because we know the flu is about all now, and a lot of persons may have it, and sometimes you may be in contact with somebody who already is infected, but they may not be really showing so many signs and symptoms yet, and then by the time you realize, then you have already been in contact with them, and of course the incubation period is there within you, waiting to exhibit. Okay, so we want you to protect yourself. We want you to boost yourself. Drink a lot of vitamin C. We have still have fruits and everything about oranges, grapefruits. We have mangoes. Eat in moderation. Drink your fluids. Those of you who are not getting the vitamin C through your fruit juices or eating the fruits, get some supplements. Get some supplements to boost yourself. I always believe in there's a food that you can eat for everything to make you healthy. So eat properly, drink fluids, rest yourself, and stay away from activities and things that can cause you to end up getting the cold.
She also encouraged individuals to visit the health center or hospital for testing to determine cause of illness with the continuous existence of COVID-19.
I also want to caution, the public that, of course, COVID-19 is still around, and we know we have increases in numbers, and so when we have a lot of mass gatherings. So we just had Carnival, we had a lot of people coming in and out of the country, and a lot of gathering. So, and we have already seen some cases of COVID-19 popping up. Now, as before, and as we have told you, that the only way we can differentiate and know whether it's a flu virus or whether it's COVID is by testing, So we would love if you come in, we would test you, we know how the tests are done. It's the same in terms of influenzas and flus and COVID-19 to know exactly, is the flu, what type of flu, or if it's COVID circulating. We know what COVID can do. It affects not just your respiratory system, but all of the body systems. So we just want you to be cautious. We want to monitor. We want to know what is going on. And of course, we want to reduce the spread of the flu.
The public is reminded that prevention is better than cure. Over 15,000 micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, or MSMEs, are benefiting from low-interest loans at the Agricultural, Industrial, and Development Bank of Dominica. MSMEs are continuing to harness the opportunities provided through government interventions. Over the past 30 years, the Agricultural, Industrial and Development Bank, the Aid Bank, has contributed significantly to Dominica's economic development. The Aid Bank has been accomplishing this mainly through the support of micro, small and medium-sized enterprises.
The credit facilities available at the Aid Bank are designed to help businesses expand operations, scale up, and achieve regional and global competitiveness within niche market segments. We are helping our small businesses owners to focus on innovation, enhance branding and labeling, and explore the expansion of product lines and ranges. These facilities at the Aid Bank represent the government's commitment to improving access to finance at lower development interest rates rather than the prevailing market interest rates. This strategic approach is a testament to our dedication to fostering a robust and resilient environment where businesses can thrive.
Small business owner Mr. Kyle Francis is a manufacturer and beneficiary of the Aid Bank's financial products.
I am honored to have the opportunity to share our experience with the invaluable support we received from the Aid Bank in establishing Dominica's only manufacturing box company. With the generous financial assistance and unwavering guidance from the Aid Bank, we were able to realize our vision of establishing biodegradable, disposable food containers. The funding provided by the Aid Bank enabled us to procure cutting-edge machinery, implement sustainable manufacturing practices, and create job opportunities throughout the entire island. This investment has not only blossomed our community growth, but has also contributed to the local economy by fostering innovation and employment.
Mr. Francis says the Aid Bank has been very supportive of his venture from the start and continues to do so.
The expertise and ongoing mentorship offered by the team at the Aid Bank have been instrumental in steering us towards success. Their commitment to fostering sustainable development and their understanding of the intricacies of the manufacturing sector has been invaluable in helping us navigating challenges and seizing opportunities.
He says the support received from the Aid Bank has made all the difference to his growing business.
As a result of the support of Aid Bank, our disposable container factory has not only become a beacon of efficiency and quality, but also has positioned us as a significant contributor in the industrial landscape. We are immensely grateful for the trust and confidence that Aid Bank has placed in our vision, venture, and we remain committed to upholding the principle of responsible and inclusive growth.
The Aid Bank's intervention has placed this small business on a path to greater efficiency and competitiveness.
I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to Aid Bank for their unwavering support and belief in our vision. The impact of their investment extends far beyond our factory walls and has resonated throughout our community. We look forward to continuing the journey together, creating enduring value and making a positive difference in the lives of many.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. Agriculture is one of the sectors benefiting from Aid Bank's small business low-interest farming loans. Young farmer Ms. Jewel Honore told the gathering at the Aid Bank's 30th AGM last Friday that the financial institution's unwavering support has had a profound impact on her journey as a farmer.
As I reflect on the transformative journey enabled by the aid provided, I am filled with gratitude for the vital role the bank has played in revolutionizing not only my agricultural practices, but also my perspective on farming as a sustainable business venture. The journey began with the realization that conventional farming practices, while steeped in heritage and tradition, were often hindered by limited access to resources and financial support. However, Aid Bank's commitment to fostering progress and empowerment within our country provided a beacon of hope. With access to the low-interest farming loans, a door of opportunity swung open for me, illuminating my path towards innovation and sustainable growth.
The financial backing provided by the Aid Bank helped Ms. Honore pursue her dream with confidence.
With the infusion of the capital provided, I embarked on an ambitious endeavor to expand my farm operations and view farming through a new lens as a business opportunity ripe for strategic planning and entrepreneurship. I invested in modern equipment, adopted innovative techniques, and diversified my crops. The results? A remarkable upturn in profitability and that not only secured my livelihood, but paved the way for sustainable growth.
With the Aid Bank providing the necessary support, Ms. Honore was able to approach farming as a business.
There was a shift in my approach, inspiring me to undertake the development of a comprehensive record-keeping system tailored to the needs of modern farmers. I am deeply grateful for the exemplary guidance and expertise provided by the dedicated team at Aid Bank. Their unwavering commitment to sustainable agriculture, coupled with a profound understanding of the unique challenges faced by farmers, has been instrumental in my journey towards success.
She says her life has been transformed through the Aid Bank's support for entrepreneurs such as herself and is encouraging others to take advantage of the opportunities provided by the bank.
Their support not only facilitated the transition of modern farming practices, but also instilled within me a sense of empowerment. I am a living testament to the transformative impact of Aid Bank's mission and vision. As a grateful beneficiary, I am honored to share my journey of growth and success. I encourage fellow farmers to seize the opportunity presented by Aid Bank's low-interest farmers loans. Let us harness this invaluable resource to propel our agricultural enterprises forward and cultivate a future of prosperity for all. Thank you for the opportunity to share my testimonial. May the seed sown through initiatives such as Farmers Loan Program continue to yield bountiful harvest of progress and prosperity for generations to come.
Coming up next, the Creole News highlights with Jeno Jacob.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel en créole, non, monsieur Julian Jacob. Ministre agriculture distribué gwen padat anglais en l'école Dominica. Jordi a yoba l'école Christian Union Primary en Goodwill, gwen padat anglais pour planter en lacou l'école là, en sac. Officier ministre agriculture qui en charge Central Region, monsieur Jason Bruno, dit nous plie.
Central Agriculture Region, c'est live roseau pour live marcoucherie, pour bells, pour casser. Avec aujourd'hui, ça nous a fait, nous a joué avec différentes écoles, présenter un sac pour commencer à parler anglais. Mais ça nous a fait, nous a commencé avec ces étudiants, so ils sont allés parler avec les parents, ils sont excités, ça ils ont fait à l'école là, donc vivre à Caillou, avec 10 avec ses amis, quand ça y a fait ici. So, avec là, ils viennent plus gros aussi. C'est-à-dire que pour même manière, ils ont fait pour faire un petit l'argent. So, aujourd'hui, nous avons montré comment pour planter un sac. Puis, l'école a plané place pour planter qu'on nous a fait.
Nous parlons et puis maîtresse l'école Christian Union, Brenda George, il dit qu'il est content pour l'initiative ça là.
Moi, très content pour l'initiative ministère de l'Agriculture qui a mené patate anglais à l'école pour les enfants planter et c'est un bagage qui est très bon parce que ces nègres là ils aimé ouest c'est-à-dire là nous avons planté, nous avons planté, ça y est pour planter, nous avons pont glo, nous avons voé glo à l'air, nous pouvons faire ça y est pour faire. Et il a fait dans une manière qui fun, qui fait plaisir. So mon content pour ça yo ka fait avec une initiative Ministry Agriculture c'est yon qui bon pour les enfants non en agriculture parce que quand yo ka vini plus vieux c'est yo qui même en nation là pour yo ça fait ça une pour faire et c'est agriculture qui mène nous à côté parce que c'est ça nous tenir à nous ni avant qui ni toute famille nous cadou bouta de manière que ça c'est son bail qui besoin continuer pour génération ça là pour continuer éveil quand yo ka venir plus vieux.
L'école là qui est plantée par l'anglais en sac, mais l'école là dit ça c'est un bon bitin, un bitin neuf.
Ça son bagay qui bien neuf parce que moi pas ça ça cause enfant et après ça moi voir ou quoi mettre patate là dans sac là mais ou ça mon observation bagay qui bien bon parce que il qui aider les patates là qu'a pousser ou pas ni pour garder pour tout partout de tel là il y a d'autres sacs déjà ou ça aussi dit pour autre sac là quand ça monte à payer ça son en manière qui bien facile pour planter patate anglais là.
Mais c'est pas seulement patate qu'on a planté, mais on a une belle laco pour faire agriculture. Et puis on dit que j'ai planté d'autres daoué, d'autres crops, qu'on les dit nous comme ça.
Eh bien oui, il y a combien d'années à présent nous avons fait daoué nous. Les Sénégalais là ils ont planté lettuce avec cabbage, carottes avec saison, toutes ces différents bagailles là, seasoning pepper, et yo content pour planter ces petits ça là, et nous taper pour cuisine nous parce que nous ka bouillir manger l'école bas enfants, so nous ka taper pour servir à cuisine là.
Ça c'est tout à ce nouvel en créole. Non moi c'est Jeno Jacob. Au revoir.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching.